you're working 6:30 to 4. No, 6 to 4:30. Yeah, so it's like a 10-hour day with like a half-hour lunch, and then all this other shit. It's like, dude, what the fuck? Oh, are we live? Oh shit.
I just turned it on. Just you're okay. I just figure I kind of like this idea where we would come on, we'd be having our conversation, and then all of a sudden the show would just come on. I like
Jared's a
that.
big fan of the casual intro.
I like the, and then we says, oh yeah, shit, we're on, and then we can play the thing. We can play the thing at any time.
That's beautiful.
Fair enough, but I had so many things still on, like my YouTube was still.
Oh man, okay. That's fun though. It doesn't hurt anything.
It doesn't. I just lost where I was fucking talking about.
Oh, well, anyway.
Oh man, this totally broke kayfabe that they now think I like you guys. Fucking A.
Look, look at there's right now. There's nobody watching because we didn't run the big promo.
I'm the only one watching.
I'm watching too.
Okay, well,
I only see one.
Yeah, whatever. So, but honestly, man, I'm excited to get to work with you on Saturday. That's going to be fun, I think.
Yeah, it is. I think I said I just sent you literally the same thing I did James Wells, other than I didn't change the time allotment that I'm asking for.
Oh,
so if you're like 30, I'm cool with that.
Oh, okay. I'll do whatever you want.
Yeah, I know you will. So, anyhow,
it's I told you about doing a thing for a guy, and he's like, "Oh, you'd be doing me a big favor to come down and do the show," and it's like, I got $100, but you'd be doing me a really big favor to come. I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll do that. And then the guy in front of me, I think, was D'Angelo, who I love. And he says, and he was all nervous, right? Because it's like the first time he'd been doing, a longer set in front of a like real audience, I guess. He's like, so how long are you going to do? How long are you going to do? I'm like, I don't know, $100 worth. It's like, I mean, it's like 100. I mean, I mean, it's like if I feel good and it's going well and I'm having fun, I might do longer, but it's $100.
So no joke, the Makana show I did on Saturday, right? So Frank Roach was a headliner.
Yeah.
So he was talking to me. He's just like, first of all, I didn't know who I was actually working with this weekend because I don't know Luke Johnson, and he was working with Skylar Boakes.
Yep.
And then he's like, I know Ed
Luke.
Ed Burrows, who I was on or name on the poster.
Yeah.
And he goes, but you weren't Ed Burns or Burrows. I'm like, yeah. And then he's like, so I talked to Skylar, and he apparently found out from, I believe you actually, that I was the one working with Frank on Saturday. So they were literally like just having a conversation about me on Friday night after the Rice Lake show, which I can't believe they weren't both on the same shows the whole weekend because they're 15, 20 minutes apart, Rice Lake and Makana. But
man,
yeah, quite literally, like that show was fucking dope though, man. Like I had so much fun, and I love Jared Dog, but he needed to get his stats right on this one. Yeah. So he said the show was going to start at 8 and to be there by 7 because I had to set up the sound and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I get there a little bit before 6 just because I'm kind of making my rounds through Wisconsin, hitting up friends that I know, like their places. And then I find out when I get there, oh, yeah, we're going to have dinner starting at about 7:30 to 8:30 is dinner. And then the show's going to start about 9. I go, fuck me. God, I'm here way too fucking early.
Yeah.
And then Frank doesn't show up until like 10 minutes before the show. So I'm like, damn, dude. Like, but he killed it, man.
That's Frank. Frank is awesome.
Yeah.
And how is he? Is he good?
So here's the thing, right? Like, I guess what I was always hearing from people is that he's not a great comedian, right? As far as like having jokes and that kind of lineup material, but he's extremely entertaining because he does the impressions, he does crowd work, he's extremely engaging with the audience on every level.
Yeah.
So he's not a bad comedian. He's just not what some of the fucks that think it's all about writing the best material. Because some of these assholes who do comedy don't know it's about getting up there sometimes and having fun yourself with an audience.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's all they want is literally to be like engaged with what's happening on the stage.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what Frank does every fucking time.
Yeah.
So
have you worked with him before that?
No, but literally every time I've heard from people is like, I hear like, oh, he's not a comedian as far as like telling jokes. But then I hear like he's very entertaining though. I'm like, okay.
He does have jokes. By the way, folks, if you're just tuning in, we're talking about Frank Roach, who is originally from Detroit and lives in Western Wisconsin now. And he's a road comic, and he's awesome. Tom and I work with him on the road a ton.
Yeah, he has nothing but good things to say about you.
Yeah, I love Frank. I wish I could work with him
JR.
more. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. It does look super expensive and super new. Look at the lighting. Check out
So
that
here's the
lighting.
thing, Luke. Here's the thing. He's living off of that sweet Madhouse ring announcer money right there.
Got that Madhouse money.
Racking it in.
Yeah, baby.
It is nice to have these extra things, that's for sure. Because when I look at my schedule with, not only Madhouse in October, but then like the shows I have lined up, I'm just like, oh God, is there a weekend where I can just fucking sleep in? Because I was just like, even day of the shows, I just can't sleep in.
Dude, dozens.
He's 100 air.
I got that sweet Turkish millionaire money, baby. All $100.
Oh, that's right. Tina's out at Cauliflower Alley.
Yeah.
I hope that's going great for you. I hope you're having a great time meeting everybody and saying hello.
Yeah, tell them all that if they need keynote speakers that you know where to go.
20 on black from the 2 count.
There you go.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, yeah, 20 on black. I will reimburse.
20 on Malachi
with
black. Okay.
Out of the winnings.
Here's the thing. Since we've started going now, and there's some people now it's time, ladies and gentlemen, for Tuesday night and the 2 count.
Welcome to the show. Let's see what has been happening in the wrestling world. Welcome to the show, where comedy meets wrestling by fans for fans. The 2 count. Always the best guests in Midwest. The 2 count. Great time guaranteed because we're the best of the best. Meet me, Ace and JR. Top Shelf Tommy, we're about to start. Welcome to the 2 count. It's time to dig deep into the wrestling world. Welcome to the 2 count, where comedy meets wrestling by fans for fans. The 2 count.
The 2 count. The 2 count. Where comedy meets wrestling. Please comment, share, like, and start a hype train for God's sakes. And now, here are the hosts of the 2 count. Comedian John Russell, wrestling broadcaster Big Ace, and everybody's favorite heel, Top Shelf Tommy.
There we go. Yeah.
Nice. I don't know if I can go a week without that theme song, by the way.
I figured out the reason you love that theme song so much.
Because it acknowledges who I am?
Because the $3,500 that we paid for it, they actually said Top Shelf Tommy. You're the one. It's like, oh. And I just, as it was playing today, I just figured, holy cow, that's the reason he likes it. It's because
when they say everybody's favorite heel, Top Shelf Tommy, that's what it is. Because it's true. I mean, I don't know a single person here.
But it's in the song, too.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I don't know if there's a single person that does watch the show that wouldn't agree with that to some level, that they enjoy me that much.
I think if we took a vote of those that were here now, some of them might say that
thank you, or
Roddy
you're
Piper
the best
would be their favorite heel. I think many people might say
it's on your foot, Luke.
Oh, there you go.
I've always
That's a heel.
Yeah, I'd like to go out there some year for the Cauliflower Alley Club. That'd be a good time.
Yeah. Plus, it's in Las Vegas.
Las
nothing
Vegas.
against-
Dude,
nothing
and it's at the Plaza this year, which is right
Oh,
at
wow.
Fremont, which is my
Right down to
favorite
downtown.
place.
That's not true, Jesse. I'm not into fetishes like that. I'm just into good old fashioned softcore porn that you can find on late night Cinemax or HBO.
I saw.
I'm a wholesome fella,
Danny,
guys.
Danny, good to see you. I saw. I should have pulled the picture and brought it up here. I saw. You know how they have on the side of the road, they have the sweet corn and they have the big sweet corn printed out. I saw one there. Somebody pasted over a P over the corn, so it says sweet porn, and I'm like, how did I not ever see that before?
JR
Actually,
stops.
what they should have done was put one A over the second E, right? Sweat porn, even better.
See, that's not as good.
Who doesn't want some sweat porn?
Yeah, I'm not
Me,
stopping for
I
that.
don't want
Sweat
any
porn.
sweat porn.
Not stopping for
I'd
that.
like sweet porn.
Good old sweet sweat porn.
Well, enjoy it, Tina. Have a great time, and if there's anybody out there that knows us, tell them hello. And if there's anybody out there that doesn't know us, tell them hello.
Yeah, and tell them if they come out here and subscribe, they might get a good old patch or whatever. I don't know. Fuck it.
Or whatever.
Just trying to get rid of these things at this point. I did get rid of some on Friday, by the way. I don't know if you guys want to touch on this real quick, but I was at the Ironheart Pro show in Rosemount.
Nice.
Yeah. So you look like a dirty Sanchez, don't you, Tom? That's offensive, Dan. That's offensive. Anyhow,
Tell us your story. Don't let Dan push your button.
Don't let him derail the show. Fair enough. Dan is kind of a top shelf OG hater. He's very OG.
I was gonna say the top shelf Dan beef is kind of getting bigger than the Bryce Jordan JR beef.
I know.
Well, I don't know if that's the case. I mean, because I've seen Dan, and I know that there's no way he can kick me in the balls because he can't lift up his foot higher than fucking 2 inches off the ground. So stairs are trouble for Dan, let alone kicking me in the balls. So
I'd still put my money on Dan.
And also, Dan, I do like you as a person. You're a wonderful human being, but don't fuck with the top shelf. So
Can we get back to
disappointed
Jesse's last comment? Do you have any footage of you giving blowjobs in the bathroom at the show?
No. Who is talking about this? Jesse, what? No, I wasn't giving blowjobs in the bathroom.
Or were you giving blowjobs?
I wasn't.
It's a parking lot, you idiots.
You know, honestly, the community center there in Rosemount, man, like there's too many things going on, dude. There's too many things going on. You guys got to get your minds out of the gutter, dude. We'll never get through this.
Oh man,
You're the one that keeps bringing up giving blowjobs.
Didn't well, whatever. Anyhow, I was betrayed by their Instagram over there at Ironheart Pro. They had announced that it was going to be Jaw C versus Silas Young, which is, I mean, that's a matchup to see right there, right?
Yep.
Or I'm sorry, no, Brian Idol, and that was supposed to be Rampage Santana versus Silas Young. So there was going to be plenty of talent on this show. Well, then Josh C and Brian Idol, those two weren't able to make the show, or that match was canceled without anybody acknowledging it. And then literally the day before, Silas Young was promoted, and then day of, again, not announced. He had to back out because of scheduling issues, and so it ended up being Rampage Santana versus JDX, which is nice to see because JDX is getting a lot of exposure, not only on Dark, but also he's local to up here. He went through the Academy School of Pro Wrestling, and then also did some training down at the Nightmare Factory. So he has been featured on the Terminus promotion. That's Jonathan Gresham's promotion. So that was good to see him. Our friend, the System, he was also there in action against Kyle Boone. And if his character was in the 80s or 90s, I sent over to our chat. It would have been great to see him be the illegitimate son of Pat Boone, which I think Dan is the only person in chat, or Tina might be the only ones that understand that reference, because that'd be a great heel maneuver. And then, JR's got the storm clouds behind him there.
Yeah, I just figured I'd put up the wobble tracker from WFLA just to be safe.
Because there's a storm brewing?
Just in case anything happens while we're on the air.
Fair enough. But then, yeah, I mean, a lot of good matchups. So talk to JDX and the system. They both got patches. And then also our friend, Devin Cook, a.k.a. Jerry Ulricher, Ulricher, currently hurt right now with a broken foot, but he should be in action soon enough. So he got a patch as well. It was good talking with him and hanging out as well. Nice. So good night overall in Rosemount there.
Where do they do it in Rosemount? At do you say the community center? The
community center, which is also their ice arena. But then there was a 6-year-old Indian girl's birthday party on the other side of the community center. So the group of people coming in and going.
A wrestling show, an Indian girl's 6th birthday party, and blowjobs going on all at the community center.
Tom was doing wherever he could handle it.
No one said anything about blowjobs. I don't know where this came from. Fuck you, Jesse Towler. I'm never doing your show again, Jesse. You damn asshole.
So, well, that's very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I saw your pictures, but I didn't see them until like later, and I didn't get to watch anything Friday night wrestling related.
I didn't. Again, I watched the next morning. I watched the one match from Rampage. That was it.
Yeah, the one where
Julia Hart died.
Oh yeah, Raven. God damn it! I'm sorry. This is Luke. Why did you do it that way? Yeah. Good for you to not go. My son and his family were going to go down on Friday to, I think they go around Daytona, and I was gonna be dog and chicken watching. By the way, yes, chickens are legal as long as you don't have more than 3 in Lakeville. Anyway, yeah. So I gotta think they're not going, but.
Thank you, HCW, for that knowledge. Good to see you back here, by the way, man. It's been a few weeks, I think.
HCW, yeah.
That means that wedding was a party.
I think he's just trying to one up Tom.
Hey, that's fine because I wasn't giving blowjobs anywhere. I don't know why anybody fucking started these.
It's too bad. I've heard from what Jesse says, you got quite a following.
Yes, I do have quite a following from the 2 count and my comedy and the fact that I'm just an overall good person with some morals and I don't give blowjobs in any place because
you don't.
Not that there's anything wrong with giving blowjobs anywhere. Why are we talking about this? Shut up.
You're the one that keeps bringing it up.
I didn't bring this up.
You did. The HCW posted this and then you were like, oh, well, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like,
Okay. So we're about 20 minutes in. We should probably talk about some wrestling and get off the BJs. Tom, they were top shelf BJs. I hear that's always good. Guys, just so you know, we're gonna go a little short tonight. It's been a week for everybody on the show, and everybody's got some stuff going on, so it will be a short show tonight. But so nothing happened with Bray Wyatt. They keep teasing all this stuff, but now there's a lot of theories out there of what it could be.
Theories are that theories are that he's coming at Extreme Rules, but theories are also that it's some Karrion Kross stuff. That's it's insane. It could be Karrion Kross when you think about it the way that it's been laid out, but it's still kind of exciting. They had another UPC code, the QR code on. I can't think of it.
UPC code from the coupons.
UPC from a coupon. But there was another different QR code on Raw, I guess, on Monday night. I did not see it. I heard about it. I don't know, man. I'm kind of excited about it. I would love to see Bray Wyatt come back, and so I'll keep. They've got me on the hook here with this.
Well, this is probably just another reason for some of us to go to Raw next Monday, I guess, right? The XL Energy Center.
I
to see
mean,
what might happen.
I mean, $20, $30 tickets, lower level. Why not? Not
Why
doing
not?
nothing else on a Monday. So I don't
I'm
know
still
who's all
holding on
going
winning
for
those
sure.
NRD tickets, man.
I am not going. I have an interview on Tuesday morning.
That a
Atta
boy.
boy.
That a boy.
Nice.
Well, Tommy, let me know. I'm buying Friday, so if you want to go, the one nephew's coming.
Oh yeah. Why not?
Yeah, you betcha.
Why not? Let's do it.
Betcha.
Let's do it.
Plus, I just like the XL. It's one of my favorite arenas.
It really is. It's a. People who've never been to XL Energy Center, by the way, and are watching the show right now, it is one of the better arenas, not only for hockey but for a lot of different events, man. Like
just about anything.
Target Center's okay. Like it's kind of dated in a lot of aspects just because of how it was set up, but the XL Energy Center, dude, like I've gone to concerts there, I've gone to games, like they are super great. Oh, HCW says you're hired, JR.
Sweet. I'll tell you what, I went this is a long time ago. But I went to Tony Hawk's Boom Boom Huck Jam at the XL.
Nice.
Damn.
And I'll tell you what, that was pretty goddamn good for terrace and skateboards and motorcycles and all sorts of jumping shit all over the thing.
So I worked there for about a year and a half, right?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Best job ever. I mean, I got paid to watch an entire season of Wild hockey games from the club level. Got paid to see all these concerts at Roy Wilkins as well. But the worst freaking weekend I've ever had at that place. They did one of those Disney shows, right? It was Winnie the Pooh. Yeah, it was Winnie the
On
Pooh
ice.
live. Not on ice, just the live show.
Oh.
And they only
God.
use like a quarter of the end of the arena. So it's really just that round part at the end. And then some floor seating the stage. They ran 3 shows Saturday, Sunday. I worked all 6 shows.
Oh, wow.
No one tells you that that's a bad idea as an arena employee because you're going to want to kill yourself by the... I was doing the show word for word by the end of the 6th show. But the part that was... So, you know, it's fun. You see the kids and they're freaking out. And it's kind of interesting to see these Disney productions. Like, it was kind of trippy to look behind the curtain and see, like, Eeyore walking around on his hind legs and the mask off. You know what I mean? The helmet.
Smoking a
Yeah, you know, he's just like... Whoa.
These fucking kids with their fucking words. Stop screaming at me, you fucking child.
No, you got to do it where he's, like, actually Eeyore, though, where he's just like, nobody knows.
These fucking kids. Oh, they always want to fucking talk to me.
Did they even? But did they did they use their real voices? Did they use their real voices?
No, not at all. Because then they have like 2 or 3 people on the show that are the humans, I guess you could say, and they're the ones that do all the fucking singing. Yeah. But so like the first day I did it though, this is already off the rails. The first day I do it.
This is quickly becoming my favorite show we've ever done.
So the first night,
is it because of your blowjobs?
It's all
no, it's because of the fucking chat.
The
first time I give anybody credit on the chat.
So the first
show
Saturday, no, it's great. The first show Saturday, I'm like standing at the cutout on the floor, right before it goes up on the seating. Behind me is like the bathroom and stuff.
Yep.
Well, there's a certain part in the show where Tigger comes out through the crowd. I didn't know that, and I'm standing there, and you know when you have like that feeling that someone's just on your back, you know, when you're somewhere like or at like a show and you're in general mission, you're just stacked in, but you could feel the person on you, and it's just like too close. Well, that was what was happening, and I'm about to turn around to be like, "Excuse me." I almost shit myself because I turn around and it's Tigger. And I'm like, what the, like, oh my God. Scared the shit out of me, dude. After that, it was great, though. Then I knew he was coming. So then I'd tell some of the parents, like, hey, come over here at this time. And then they had clowns that would go, these like Disney clowns.
That's probably
That
not. Sorry.
in the corner. I would wear it. Can you imagine that?
So off the rails.
Hey girl, you mind if I wear this Donald Duck head? Well, we do. Anyways, yeah, it was
only if you don't leave. Only if you don't wear pants like him.
Right. The clowns were like fucking with me during that weekend too. Like he would come and like grab my beard and pretend he's like combing it, and I'm just like, bro, you better back the don't. I'm not part of the show.
Oh, dude, don't get me started with fucking clowns, dude.
Luckily, they weren't like heavily face painted clowns. They're like, I don't know. Disney does things their own way. It's not like a real clown, but that's what I call them.
That's good. Because most clowns are fucking psychopaths, man.
Yeah, dude, for sure.
Just saying.
Who wants to? Yeah, no. Anyways, so
yeah, Excellent Energy Center.
Oh yeah,
on Monday, Raw will be there. It's the go home show for fucking Extreme Rules. Nerdy will be in the front row. I'm not scared of clowns. No, I will punch a motherfucker if he acts up. I'm not scared of clowns though.
You're welcome.
Hey, say. Can you say in a Donald Duck voice, Ace, scissor me daddy ass?
I can't do his voice.
I just spit all over my microphone.
That was just weird. That was just weird. So are we taking?
What was that sound?
Are we taking? My favorite South Park when they had Mickey. Get the fuck out! Do we have a problem? God. Oh, well, that's good. I thought we were gonna have a problem. Anyways, yeah, I'm excited. Extreme Rules. Does Bray Wyatt come back? At this point, why would you do it at Extreme Rules? Just hold off till Survivor Series. But again, though, guys, I'm an old school WWF fan, so to me, those 4 shows will always be the 4 big shows of the year. So that's why I'm like,
Yeah, no, I think you're onto something there, but with his character in the past and what they're probably going to do with this one, Extreme Rules makes more sense.
Yeah.
Now, since Karrion Kross has been brought up, I think it would actually be a hell of a good matchup to see Karrion Kross versus Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
Just because I don't think they've ever met before, and I think that'd be kind of interesting to see where they would go with that.
And now I didn't see Raw, but it definitely last week felt like Bliss is going to maybe, because all of a sudden Lily was back. So, I mean, that could be a cool little feud right there, Karrion and Scarlett with Bray and Alexa.
Hell yeah. Yeah, HCW, give us Bray. You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Yeah, it's interesting because you mentioned last week
probably
about how Bray's pops was at the Hall of Fame being inducted, Mike Rotunda, and made mention about and JR made mention as well. You never know. I'd love to call some of those kids matches, and he's like, you never know. So I don't know.
And no one knows what's really going on behind the scenes at AEW.
Nobody knows at all.
But if some of that stuff's true that's coming out, it's like, you don't know if that desire's there for some of these guys, because it's crazy how many people are saying like, oh, these guys are all asking to go back now.
Did you see, though, that Malachi Black made a statement and said, I am not. I will be back in AEW?
Yeah, but I mean, it's wrestling. You can never trust anything. Wrestling. It's the wrestling world. You can never trust them.
I mean, I obviously we've said several times, if WWE wants to be part of all these Forbidden Door, doing the work with other promotion kind of stuff, I mean, we can book all the dream matches we want and stuff like that until that happens. But I think it'd be interesting to see Malachi Black maybe even jump back and forth. That would be a character that I would love to see. Or, because there has been rumors even this week that Buddy Matthews is leaving too, like that his contract's not going to be renewed and he's going to be gone I mean, he just started fucking back in February. So I don't know. He might have just signed like a 10 to 12 month contract, which would be very, very short in the wrestling business. But also, I think he has friends in other places too.
Ain't nothing shorter than that Zack Ryder AEW contract.
Yeah.
The what? One show?
Match, like
two match? Yeah, that's right. Because he was friends with Cody. Fucking what a waste. Like that pissed me off probably more than anything that he ever did in WWE, man. Like why even bring him in at that point if you're not gonna fucking run with him? And he's shown how good he is, man. Like,
and I
giving that guy the fucking ball, dude.
I don't know. Do you feel like though maybe Cardona could have, but he maybe just wanted to go make that name on the indie scene? Because that's what Cody did.
I mean, maybe,
so
but
maybe
I think
trying to do the same.
I think obviously with what he's done with Impact just briefly, and then with NWA and stuff like that, I think Cardona's shown that he is not only talented. Everybody knew he was talented. Like that's not anything but a given. Excuse me, but the fact that he can actually run with the ball. We've mentioned several times as far as once somebody gets the championship and stuff like that, are they really viable champion, right? Like we brought up like Thunder Rosa. Hangman Page probably wasn't the best champion for AEW and stuff like that, but Cardona, give him the ball, man. He fucking was running with that shit.
Well, and I'm glad you said that. What's this? What are we buying?
I'm just bringing this up. This is Malachi Black's statement, and I just wanted to read it. It's anyway, I will see you guys in a couple weeks, maybe a couple months. Like I said, I'm only taking some time off. That's it. Just taking some time off. There's no conspiracy to this. Just taking some time off. All right. I will see you guys soon. Take care of yourself. Stop believing any other narrative. Like right now, I've debunked it. There's nothing going on. Don't believe these people. Dirt sheets. Don't write opinions. Believe it. Nothing. I'm fine. I'm going to be fine. Everything is fine. You'll see me right back with AEW pretty soon. I'm just going to take some time. That's it. And guys, last thing before I leave, don't make me some instrument for this whole tribalism, us versus them thing, because I don't do that stuff. I don't do the whole team AEW versus team WWE. I don't play that. And then he goes on a little bit more too, but I don't read it. But it
sounds like a crazy man trying to reassure himself.
Yeah, okay. and this was out. I think this was the 27th. So this came out today. But I think his anger here was with the dirt sheets, because these guys all just want to be on top of everything, and it's worse and worse.
Yeah, but you got to also remember a lot of these dirt sheets are getting their info from people backstage.
So. Absolutely, they are.
So that's why there's always some truth to it. But one of the biggest things that happened this last week, though, and we have to address it, and it did happen on AEW, and it was probably the best thing on that show, and that is that Saraya debuted.
Yes, that
huge pop.
I mean, again, our group chat was
Saraya. I can't remember how she says it.
Saraya, yeah. Like Ace got in there right before I did with holy shit, this is fucking awesome, or whatever it was. I mean, literally, I think that was all three of our opinions on that, because one, she's been out for a long, long time with WWE. It's great to see her strutting her stuff down to the ring, being that confident individual and stuff like that, like showing what she was and hopefully is still, at this point. I mentioned as far as in our chat, as far as, is she cleared or whatever? I guess she is clearly. I don't think that AEW would have signed her to just be a face in the place, but who knows?
Well, it's a cool story because it shows her resiliency, because wrestling aside, that girl has had so many things she's had to overcome in the past few years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With all the personal leaks and the trouble in WWE, and I think there was substance abuse or drinking or something kind of going on.
And Del Rio,
and
with his abuse of her.
Yeah, there's just, the girls had to go through some shit, and it's. I met her at 30, right? I met her right before she cashed in at a fan access, and totally just one of the nicest people you'll ever meet. you meet a lot of people at those fan access events, and it's very much like yep, okay, cool, thanks, you're awesome, move it along. Where like she was super cool and actually talked to me for a few minutes, and like you just see all that stuff, and it's just like, man, you really hope that like it works out, because that's someone who like it was sad to see have to like retire at such a young age. Yeah, hopefully she doesn't get lost like Ruby. Well, and I seen there's also some criticism about people already being like, don't let her work with these certain people in AEW because they're gonna break her neck or whatever. They're gonna further hurt her, because there's a few people who have a reputation of not being safe right now for there in the women's division.
Well, we all know
got her nose broke again.
Mm-hmm.
So we mentioned that too in that match too. I am not for a single person trying to carry two people and do either an overhead toss along with a Samoa slam or whatever, or Samoa drop, excuse me. But I think that's the dumbest fucking thing you can do as far as move, because somebody's going to get hurt or injured almost 90% of the time. And of that 10%, when somebody can do it right and no one gets hurt, yeah, it looks fucking great. But Athena is far too short to pull that shit off. And physically strong, great. Height-wise, just no possibility of that not going fucking sideways, because there's just no room for it, man. Like, there's no room for any of that shit to be fucking feasible.
Yeah, and she just, I mean, whatever the reason, she just landed flat right on Britt's face with her back. I mean, like, boom, and I don't even know if that could have gone right, whatever the hell they were trying to do. You know,
well, I think that's what it was supposed to be, like the fallaway slam and then the Samoa drop with it, right? But again, it's really the frame that Athena's working with, and this is nothing. This is not shortism or heightism or whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Tell you what, I'll work with that frame Athena has.
HCW, you might identify as a 7-footer, but it ain't gonna fucking work. But no, I'm just, because I don't think I've ever seen it work with like guys who are, 6 feet to, or like, and then like lower, because other guys are their same size, right? But she's trying to work with two people who are taller than her, and it's just not going to work, because again, she's maybe physically strong enough to do that. However, somebody has to adjust themselves, and it looks like Britt kind of just got a little lower than the shoulders, kind of fell more middle of the back, and that's where you just have no room to fucking work with it, man. Like, I don't know. Yeah. It's just not a good, safe move for most people.
And aside from that, I have to be honest with you. I am super disappointed that Jamie Hayter did not and has not pulled the trigger on this. And this is one of my gripes, I think, with AEW, is they make shit take way too long.
Very true. I mean, we saw that with Julia Hart, and then now with this build up to, we were all hoping was going to be the payoff of Jamie Hayter versus Britt Baker, which, to be honest with you, is a match that I think would sell itself, because they have the history as being friendly, and it doesn't even need to be like a blow off where Hayter just walks away. Just fucking have the match, square it up. Like, who's really the fucking, not leader of that group, but who's really the fucking best in that group? And they can still come back together afterwards. Bullet Club used to do that shit fine in New Japan, where it's literally like, hey, we got this match because the G1, fucking brothers in arms, right? Go to toe.
They just did it with Blackpool Combat Club.
Yeah, exactly. So it can be done. You just need to know what the outcome you want is, and just stop fucking dragging your fucking feet. Now, when it comes to the women division, they just really don't know how to book it properly, because they don't have the opportunity to put these matches on. They just don't.
Another one, Tom. Brandy's gonna kick your ass.
Top shelf.
I mean, well, it's Granny, so I assume he wants to like mat wrestle, and I'm not a mat wrestler, so I'm not a wrestler. Period. Let's be real honest here, guys. Like, I've been challenged by quite a few fucking people, and I am not a wrestler. Okay.
Not yet.
I mean, I'll have to get a hold of Justin Decent if he's honest about trying to train me.
Make a man out of you.
I'm already a man. Anyhow,
That was the best. I'm already a man.
That's what she said.
Listen, I've done things. I've been. That's weird. I'm not going to go there.
Anyway,
Yeah, you are wiry, Granny. I can guarantee you are wiry, or wiry. If you want to, if anybody knows where the replacements.
Oh yeah.
So by the way, Granny, where are you at in Florida? You got to move. You're going to hang.
He's in the Tampa area.
Are you evacing?
He's also, so here's the thing. He lives in the Tampa area, but he mentioned like the cons and stuff like that as far as running with the ball. He's also a Jacksonville Jaguars fan, so I feel real bad for him.
Yeah. Are they but are they making you evac, or are you going to hang where you are?
Well, the Buccaneers have already evacuated too in that area.
Yeah, in fact they may be playing up at the US Bank Stadium against the Kansas City Chiefs.
What, on Sunday?
Yeah.
Well, motherfuckers, I might just go then.
Yeah.
Why not?
Good on
Well, so here's the thing. There is a lot of people who I know in Florida that they have hurricane parties. So they'll board up some windows and they'll grab some candles and some bunch of fucking beer and booze, and they will just, hey, we're going to wait out the fucking storm here, man. Now, because they all know.
Yeah.
In Florida, they're not below the sea level, so fucking they could do that. New Orleans, get the fuck out.
In some spots, they were showing where depending on what the storm surge is, would it be underwater. My direct boss lives in Venice, and was saying that he's headed to Miami tonight because they're making them leave.
I tried to call Wes today, but he didn't pick up. I assume he's busy getting things ready.
Yeah.
All right, Dan. So you're saying that I need to have hair on my ass to be a man? What is happening? Is this the weirdest? This is the weirdest fucking chat we've had.
I know, it's awesome.
It is. It's oddly satisfying to just have these people interact, but some of them are just fucking weird.
Yeah, it's not the other channel. I'm just running that thing back behind me just because I thought it would, attract an extra listener or two. That thought,
actually,
oh my god, this is the place to get hurricane information.
Actually, JR's going to start going by a new moniker. He's the Hurricane. Is there a hurricane coming through?
Oh, that's gimmicks infringement right there, buddy.
It is. It really is. It really
don't.
Oh, he's going to come out to Twitch and steal my Twitch money? God forbid.
How funny would it be, though? How funny would it be?
Well, I guess I don't know does he own that still, or does he own that now? Because I thought WWE owned it, and then he was still able to do it sometimes on indies based off of.
No, I think he must own it.
I thought he owned it from WCW days.
Mm-mm. No, he was part of 3 Count in WCW.
He was Sugar Shane, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Tank Abbott.
Yeah, good old Tank Abbott being a fan of 3 Count. Fucking weirdos.
Granny, send them directly to Tom, because Tom's the guy that'll want them most.
No way, I won't.
Harry Carey. I saw that.
Oh yeah, yeah. Actually, those I have those glasses right here. They're actually reading glasses, and
in like the most expensive case ever. It looks like too.
No, it's not a very expensive case, but there they are, everybody. Hey, everybody, good to see you here at Hurricane Central. Holy cow, is this going to be a big blow? Everybody down in Tampa, holy cow, get a last drink at the Pink Poodle and head on over to Miami Beach.
Speaking of big blow, all of a sudden Harry just leans down. Hey, everybody.
Harry never did blow. Harry always drank Budweiser and stooped Augie Bush's granddaughter. That's the reason that I got fired from the St. Louis Cardinals, was because I was stooping Augie Bush's granddaughter. And she's a hell of a woman. Holy cow. That's what I used to call her. Oh, yeah. Hey, that's Steve Stone. He's a good-looking kid, isn't he? Hey.
We are so far off the fucking rails right now. Oh my god.
It doesn't make any difference today, everybody.
Oh, we're not getting any hype trains on
Tommy Shelf Tillstrom is in the house. Hey, here's a kid that grew up in Robbinsdale, Minnesota, and still made it out alive.
Oh my god! If I was Bill from Robbinsdale, Minnesota, I hope somebody would fucking kill me immediately.
You hired Bill from Robbinsdale, Minnesota. Bill Chillstrom, everybody, right here on the Harry Carey Show.
At a 1, at a 2, at a here we go 3.
I used to sing at the 7th inning stretch at every ball game that I wasn't drunk at. And I'll tell you what, that was not very many ball games, but
oh, Dan, that's fucking great.
It was 1. It was 2. Let me hear you, everybody. Take me out to the ball game. And then I'd forget the words and hang the microphone out the window. Hey, I was always thinking in those days. Of course, I was alive in those days.
My God. God damn it.
Hey, Lou Boudreaux, he's a good kid, huh? Hey, did you see that gal up there in the bleacher seats? She's wearing the tube top. Holy cow, look at the honkers on that doll.
Fucking Bruce Valance's fucking tribute. Are you serious? This is better than Bruce Valance. Somebody must have been a fan of Hollywood Squares back in the day.
Hey, Bruce Valance, he used to be a fat guy, and then he had a tummy tuck, and then he's not a fat guy anymore. He's still goofy as fuck, but he's not a fat guy.
Oh my God.
All the ladies at the ball game, Jesse, by the way, they're all good-looking dolls out here to support the Chicago Cubs. And let me tell you, it's not always the ladies that catch my eye. Sometimes the beer catches my eye. Hey, come on down to Pork Street tonight, everybody. We're going to have a great time at the old Diamond Don's. It's going to be delicious. We're going to have a steak and a drink and then see if we can't vomit on State Street.
We're going to have to, when we ever redo our next live watch along on Twitch and YouTube, which will happen in the next few months. So stay tuned for that. Harry Carey might have to make an appearance.
I think so.
He wouldn't leave his casket for $100.
Oh, here we go. Now we got to fucking pay our own staff. Holy shit. It's written in the contract. You make appearances as we fucking dictate, Harry.
I dictate. I may be Harry Carey, but I can still turn your fucking mic off. It's fucking off.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Oh my God. Hey, Jack Brookhouse, there was a good kid, huh?
Dude, I tell you what, you know what would have been a great fucking lineup of commentary? Harry Carey and Gorilla Monsoon. Fucking A, dude. Yeah. That would have been fucking hilarious. I would have been everybody would have fucking lost their shit. Nobody would have gone to shows because they could stay home and fucking watch and listen to the best fucking commentary team of all time. Like Gorilla and Jesse were one thing, but fucking if you threw fucking Harry Carey in there with Gorilla, Jesus Christ, that could be fucking gold.
Here's the thing though. Here's what I believe. I believe Harry Carey would have been so out of his element doing anything other than baseball.
Oh yeah. That's very true.
I mean, you know, I'll tell you, a lot of people don't realize this. When Harry Carey first got fired from the Cardinals back in, God, man, it must have been like 82 or 83. He did one season for the White Sox, maybe two, but he was with the White Sox, and it was him and Jimmy Pearsall. And Jesus God, if you know anything about Jimmy Pearsall was a major league player, and he literally had a nervous breakdown at a game and climbed up the fucking backstop. I mean, and he just. So there's a movie about it, the Jimmy Pearsall story, and you can watch it, and it's a little bit out there. Anyway, so it's Jimmy Pearsall and Harry Carey and Bill Veeck owned the White Sox. And if you know anything about Bill Veeck was pretty much he was the White Sox at that time that he owned them. They were pretty much as carny as a baseball team could get. And they had, if you remember, they wore these shirts with jerseys with lapels and
the shorts,
which, believe me, if I was playing, I would not slide. Screw you. But he would do all of these oddball things. And one of them was that I better put my glasses back on for this. Bill Veeck had at the ballpark Mexican sombrero day.
Oh Jesus!
And here's and Harry's wearing this big Hey everybody, it's Mexican sombrero day. Holy cow, great to be. And as the game goes on, stuff is getting wild, and there's it's a high fly ball out to center field, and the Cruz is under it, and oh my God, he missed it. How does a Mexican kid lose a ball in the zone? Jesus God. And you just go back, and there's so many of these things that Harry did. So many of these things that were absolutely just like, what? But he would do them, and then Pearsall is right. Folks, send your complaint letters to Harry Carey, care at WGN TV.
Oh, that's so great. We should have Harry Carey call some wrestling.
You know what? Oh my God, if we could, dude. If Luke's still here, can we make just like fucking one?
No, not
one
that.
match?
I mean, like, we'll just throw some shit up.
We could just put anything up there.
Oh, I get that. I get that.
I'll tell you, I did a fundraiser down at Goonies in Rochester for Century High School and their lacrosse team. And I still don't know anything about lacrosse, but I didn't have those glasses, but I have, and I don't know if you remember this, Tom. I started doing Harry Carey because an open micer brought some sunglasses to the open mic.
I remember.
And I don't know what the hell she was doing. I said, I need to borrow those a minute. And then I went up and did Harry Carey. But so I had those sunglasses, right? And so I'm like, I did a play-by-play of a lacrosse game. Like, hey, look at these guys. They got a bunch of sticks. I don't know what they're doing. Hey, the guy with the one stick is chasing the other guy with a stick. Holy cow, I don't know what they're doing. And it's halftime. And they all were laughing because it's like, I have no idea. Like, you guys don't know what it is either. And you're the parents.
It's
amazing.
It's very true. When lacrosse started becoming big in like the late 90s, as far as in the upper Midwest, it was always big out east and shit like that, right?
Yeah.
Me and some friends were like, let's start a club, like a lacrosse club team, man. Like, we could do it. Like, you know anything about fucking lacrosse? He goes, no, but I've seen it on TV, man. It looks really fun. I'm like, yeah, I get that, man. Like, apparently you can just hit people for no fucking reason.
When I worked at the XL, it was during the time that they had a pro lacrosse team playing there.
The Swarm.
And I worked some of those games. They were pretty fun, and they definitely fought a lot.
Well, the indoor lacrosse is a little different.
Cheerleaders too. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, you just like them to look like bumblebees, don't you? You fucking weirdo.
I mean, they did have gold out, top and skirt on, but I mean, they didn't have the stinger or anything.
I didn't say they did.
And it was mosquitoes, not bumblebees.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the Swarm, I think they're supposed to be like bees or something.
No, they were mosquitoes.
Really?
Yeah.
It's kind of weak,
Minnesota
actually.
State bird, baby.
Well, yeah, they don't play her anymore though. Anyhow,
No, they lasted like 2 seasons.
Yeah, they don't play anymore.
Yeah, indoor lacrosse is much different than regular lacrosse, by the way. So that's all I know.
But I mean, at the end of the day, though, it's still the same game. You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah, you still got to put the ball in the fucking net.
You know?
Yeah.
And you still
it's hockey on turf, on grass, or whatever. It's played by a lot of the same fucking people.
I'll tell you what, we were talking about doing a shorter show, and look at that, it's 5 minutes to 8.
we talked fucking zero wrestling, basically.
We talked a little wrestling.
Gaia is like half wrestling.
I don't even know if it was half, man. I think it was closer to like maybe 10%.
So do we have wrestling coming up this weekend anywhere?
No. Well,
Raw,
I mean, I think there's AWF somewhere, but Raw on Monday, that's the biggest thing.
Raw on Monday, Nerd D will be on the show next week to talk about Raw, as well as I was thinking we should switch it up. Let's, in the next day or two, maybe come up with like a cool topic, throw it to him, and maybe talk like just some like old school or something, you know what I mean? Sure. But we'll figure that out. But yeah, Nerd D on the show next week.
How about you, Thomas? You got anything else going on this weekend?
Yeah, I'm going to be in Clear Lake, Wisconsin on Saturday with this guy named John Russell and another guy named James Wells at a bar called Raising the Bar. They make really good pizza. What's that? What's that, Ace? You want to talk again?
Huh?
Say again? Did you want to say something, Ace?
Did you want to say something, Tommy?
So that's what I'm fucking getting at is shut your fucking mouth.
He forgot I have that power too.
Oh, you turned off my mic? Fucking I wasn't looking. I saw there's AWF at Fall Fest on the 1st, and they're gonna be in Mora, Minnesota. And apparently our buddy Big Cat Bill Williams lost the AWF title to Nick Nelson, which is bullshit. But
it's the natural.
The natural Nick Nelson. You've called a couple of those matches, haven't you?
Yeah, I have. By the way, Jesse's asking to send a link to the show to him, to the Clear Lake show.
Just follow me on Facebook. You already do that. We're already friends on Facebook. What the fuck?
He's saying that so he can promote you elsewhere.
All right. Maybe I'll do your show again, Jesse. You've kind of redeemed yourself now that you want to be helping me promote shows and shit. Fucking, I'm such a fucking carny.
Aside from you really are. Aside from working with Tom and James Wells on Saturday, which is going to be a lot of fun up there in Clear Lake, Wisconsin, I'll be down at Lanesboro at the Root River 102 Winery. But don't try to get tickets; it's already sold out.
Hell yeah, it is.
I'll be down there with Andy Fisher. I was actually gonna do it with Randy and Carlo. Who I love and have gone and been on the road with a number of times. And Randy and I just have a lot of fun, and it's cool because Randy's about 5 feet tall and I'm not. And but anyway, so he works for a restoration company during the day, and he got called down to the hurricane.
Oh.
In fact, yes, he called me. I texted him yesterday to say, "Hey, you need to be at my house at 5 o'clock." He says, "Yeah, it's going to be hard." Because I'm going to be in Pensacola. Oh, well, then fuck yourself.
Dude, they make good money doing that, man. I met a guy down in Miami once who was down there doing that. He's like, dude, come down here for like 3 months, do work, restoring stuff after a hurricane, make bank. He's like, I take like 2 months off.
Oh, yeah. Randy makes a crap load of money doing that. Just a crap load. And by the way, if you have interest and you're up in the middle Minnesota area, well, you'll probably want to stay closer to home. New Year's Eve this year, Randy and Carlo, me, and Mark Poulos will be doing a show at the Broadway Ballroom in Alexandria, Minnesota.
Ooh, nice.
Sick.
Yeah. Yeah, so that'll be good. And Tom will be doing a show, I'm sure, somewhere on New Year's, right?
I am working on it as we speak.
I'll be here on the couch New Year's Eve.
Do you want us to live stream our shows to you?
Ooh.
No, I'll be in bed by like 10.
Yeah, I typically what happens is they start that show at 8. They want it 2 hours, and it's 10 o'clock, and I'm in bed before the thing rings.
Anyway. Tommy's like, nope, not
Tommy's
me.
like, you fucking amateurs.
He's like, I'm up all night, baby.
I stay up until it's New Year's in Hawaii.
I do. I wait until it goes all the way around the fucking world. I try to stay up the whole 24 hours and then sleep the fucking next day because I'm the best around.
Nice, Dan. I mean, again, sorry about your mom, but boy, it's nice. It'll be nice to have that off your books, right?
Oh yeah, that will be. Oh, believe me, when I sold my late mother's house, honestly, it was tough, but god damn it wasn't necessary. So yeah, man. Best of luck with that, Dan. Thank you for the bits, by the way, man. You were fantastic. Thank you for Rowdy Loudy, I think, subscribed again to the channel.
Thank you, everybody, for just being here tonight.
Yeah, Rowdy Loudy subscribed with Prime for 10 months straight. Hell yeah. So thank you all.
And Nerd D next week, big show. So join us. And if you happen to be at Raw, real quick, if you happen to be at Raw and you see Tommy and I, say hello.
Say hello, get a patch. Say
I'll
hello,
get
get a patch.
with me.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for hanging out with us tonight. And we will see you next week with Nerd D. Bye-bye.